Now, one thing you probably want to see when you click on this channel is some spicy drama, because life's got you down, there's a lot of pressures going around, so why not take 5 to 10 minutes to look at someone else's life going down the gutter? And today we're talking about Lizzo and the situation regarding her, where pretty much every single person on the internet is collectively going for her, which is insane considering the amount of contrarians there are online. Let it be known that in the internet you can have an opinion, and no matter how correct you feel that you are, you will always have someone to say, actually. But with Lizzo, there's actually no defenders here. So Melissa Jefferson, known as her stage name Lizzo, is a rapper, songwriter, and performative dancer. Now, she has had some real bangers in her career, like her 4th studio album called Special, and her song About Damn Time, which hit something like the top 100 Billboard. And she actually became the first female black singer to win a Grammy since Whitney Houston in 1994. She's also had an Emmy for her award-winning TV series called Watch Out for the Big Girls. Lizzo's biggest song is probably a song called Truth Hurts that came out about 5 years ago, sitting on about 300 million views, but it did that very, very specific thing where it went viral on TikTok. I'll be honest, nowadays making music, you don't need to have original lyrics, composition, songwriting. You just need to make a very repetitive beat that earworms into someone's head so it becomes a viral thing on TikTok. A good example that I've mentioned before is Crystal Castles, that was formed by Alex Glass and Ethan Cath. They're not together anymore, but despite the fact that that band is now completely defunct, they're never coming back, they get tens of millions of views on Spotify every single month just because teenagers keep taking the songs, slowing them down, adding reverb, and then putting it over TikToks of like Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman in American Psycho, just walking down the corridor with his AirPods in. So here's the biggest irony and why I'm talking about this video. So it's came to light that apparently Lizzo, with a much larger figure than a lot of women in the same career way, despite her being so body positive, she's actually apparently been weight shaming her dancers. She's also been accused of pushing dancers to like touch nude performers, and on top of that, she would cram like these 12-hour sessions like before a concert, saying you need to learn everything now, and if not, you're fired. And apparently even one dancer shit their pants. I wish that was a bit, but there is an article on it. Apparently she'd also make performers touch like nude toys that had came out of like naked people, and for any of the dancers that actually came and spoke out, she deployed her manager, I'm assuming Agent 47, to basically lay them off and silence them. Just imagine like silence pistol. Excellent work, 47. So what's happening now is Lizzo is being sued from multiple angles, mostly from her backup dancers. So there are some very, very bizarre claims here, like one saying that she made us eat bananas out of someone's lower region. She accuses the captain of Lizzo's dance team of proselytizing. I think that's like trying to convert someone's religion or belief to other performers and deriding those who had premarital sex while sharing lewd sexual fantasies.
The singer is being sued by 3 of her former dancers who are accusing her of sexual harassment and creating a
I do want to say, what is she wearing there? What is she wearing? Like, it just looks like a blanket from a bed. That's not even a skirt. That looks like a parachute that's been turned upside down.
That's the workplace.
I'm like, damn, this is a big deal. I was always gonna be a career musician. I just didn't know I was gonna be this.
ET obtained the 38-page lawsuit filed today. Among the claims, Lizzo, who is known for embracing body positivity, weight shamed the dancers.
When I was a little girl, all I wanted to see was me in the media. Someone.
I don't understand how you can be that figure. Again, like I'm not judging. I probably commission art at that size, but like, how can you be at that size and then weight shame people in your group? It doesn't make any sense. You've even got a video here as well of the accusers basically speaking out about the situation.
It is the most excruciating pain to be silenced and to not have a say in your life.
I like how you've got the lawyer here as well, and it's like he's basically there like, I'm just gonna sit here. Honestly, whether I win the case or lose, I get a fat payday regardless. So Lizzo's also released a statement. The last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to be addressed. I do want to say, by the way, I'm not really sure why, that when celebrities get called out for allegations, they always open the notepad on their iPhone. There are other ways to do this. Okay, I mean, you know, I gotta give credit. The notepad isn't the worst. The worst way to respond to an allegation would be to do a live stream completely unrehearsed, like that time Shane Dawson did, and he basically just started crying and then he had to leave the internet for 2 years. There are worse ways, but I don't know why so many people just go to the notepad, because it's like, you try to make it look like you've just kind of wrote it, you're speaking your mind on your little iPhone, but it has so obviously been rehearsed beforehand as well. Also, the problem is, because of stuff like TikTok, everyone basically has a soft form of ADD or ADHD now, where they see words, and anything more than like a sentence, it's like, I ain't clicking on that. I ain't clicking on that. Could you imagine if like response videos had the same format as a TikTok, where like the person to grab your attention in the beginning saying, what'll happen next will shock you. And then they'll go on to say, I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. And they probably tase a dead rat a couple days later. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. I like how there's no sources cited there whatsoever as well. As an artist, I've always been passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously, because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. You've got one tweet over here saying Lizzo got the Ellen vibes. The Ellen vibes. I'm not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I'm not the villain. Is this Megamind? Is this the script for like Megamind or something? Like when Will Ferrell has like a character arc in the third act and he becomes a good guy. I am not the victim, but I am also not the villain. But I also know that people and the media have portrayed me to be in the last few days. I am very open with my sexuality and express that just wasn't brought up at all. That just wasn't brought. That's the time like when Kevin Spacey got allegations against him and then he just came out saying I'm gay and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people that use that openness to make me out to be something I am not. There is nothing I take more seriously than when the respect we deserve as women in the world. Oh my. There's no way she's using the woman card. Like, you've literally been accused of body shaming your backup dancers, getting them to do like really weird sexually explicit acts in person. And then you say, I'm fighting for women's justice. I want the wage gap to be the same. I know what it feels like to be shamed on a daily basis. Fair. I would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. I like that cope. I like that cope there. It's like, I'd never do it because of their weight. That's unprofessional. They wouldn't eat the banana out someone's genitals though. That's unprofessional. Then they're fired. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in this world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who has reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time. So yeah, it's kind of gone down the route of, well, it's not even an apology. It's just more a statement. It's like, you know, sorry, not sorry. Doesn't really make any concessions. Doesn't really admit to anything. Just that she wouldn't fire someone for being fat, which is like... I think that was like the lowest accusation out of all of them. Keep in mind as well, there is no mention there about any of the bananas being eaten from the lower end and the touching and the naked stuff. But yeah, it just shows that the music scene, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.